Hello and welcome to another episode of From the Helm live here at the ASX Small and Mid Cap Conference for 2024. I'm Grady Wulff, market analyst with Bell Direct. EROAD is a New Zealand-based company that provides operations, solutions and technologies for the management of different fleet vehicles. And joining me today is the CEO, Mark Heine, to discuss the company's outlook, what they've been up to over the last 12 months and how they're using AI in their operations these days. Mark, thank you so much for joining us today. Lucky last of the day for our From the Helm series, EROAD. Some of our investors may not know about the company. Can you give us a brief overview on what you've been up to?
No worries, and thank you for being here, Grady. So in terms of EROAD, what we do is we track vehicles. So our technology goes into the vehicle and understands what's going on with the driver, with the load and the vehicle. And ultimately it's about safety and efficiency. So by getting that data, we know what's going on. We can drive outcomes around better coaching, training, better routing, how to sort of drive less as well. And all that just increases profitability and helps customer operations more generally.
Now, you do have operations in Australia, New Zealand and the US, massive market over there. Yep. What's your revenue split and what areas are your biggest drivers of earnings and growth?
Sure. So half of revenue comes from New Zealand. That's where we started. We've been operating since 2009. Yep. We've got a big chunk of the market. Over 85% of heavy vehicles use our technology, so big chunk there. North America makes up about 40% of our revenue, but we see that as being the key growth driver going forward. Currently, we earn about $80 million Kiwi in the US. The TAM is $10 billion.
Wow.
So there's a lot of growth in there. And what we focus on is real niche verticals because we know we've got world-class technology there. So in terms of growth drivers, going deeper in those verticals with great technology is going to convert to greater revenue. Australia's very small. It's $10 million right now, but it just had a big win. Just had a big win in Australia. So we've got confidence that we're going to continue to win big accounts and grow here as well.
Now, AI is the word of the year. It's driving the tech sector, and I know you integrate AI into your solutions with the new dashcam solution that you came up with recently.
Yes.
Tell us about that and how it's enhancing your operation.
Sure. So everyone wants AI these days, and that's the buzzword.
It is.
But for us, we've got to find a real problem we've got to solve. And what we were seeing is fatigue is a major issue in transportation. Drivers falling asleep on the road, causing catastrophic accidents. And so we've got new technology that can work even behind sunglasses. It can see if a person's blinking, closing their eyes. You can obviously see where people are yawning, fatigued, and it can provide audible alerts to wake the driver up and say, hey, you've got to
get with it.
Get with it. That's a good way to put it. Equally, you can see what's going on the roads as well. So one of the key things we find is exoneration is really important to our customers. In North America, people actually crash into heavy vehicles to create accidents to sue. And so what it's pretty
mind-blowing.
It is America.
Yeah.
And so what we find is instant exoneration, showing what's going on the road. If an accident's going to happen, predicting it, then showing what happened and the driver wasn't at fault, it's critical. AI is marvelous at all that, and that's what we use it for, solving real problems for our customers.
Now, a massive milestone was achieved in FY24, positive free cash flow. That's exactly what investors want to see. How are you progressing now towards profitability?
Sure. So for us, it's around getting greater scale. We've got 250,000 connections right now. We're going to keep pushing for scale. That's going to help from a fixed cost point of view. As we get more units, fixed cost base will be spread across more units. And then it's also driving efficiency in operations. So we removed $20 million in annualized costs out over the last 2 years.
Wow.
We're targeting more and being really disciplined, having really disciplined investment. Strong revenue growth is going to grow better margin and profitability.
Now, you have recently released guidance for FY25. What are and that's for earnings growth and revenue growth. What are the key drivers of that into the new financial year?
Sure. Look, it's continuing to roll out our technology. What we find is our existing customers, 85% of new revenue comes from existing customers. Launching things like AI dashcam and things like that creates new opportunities for new sales. And so we've got confidence in those numbers and continue to grow that. This year is a bit softer than last year because the economy is not as great and that impacts transportation, but we're seeing a rebound right now and we're looking forward to back half of the year and into FY26, strong revenue growth.
Now, how are you able to weather the high cost storm of the last year and the high interest rate environment?
Look, it has been challenging for every business, including EROAD. We've again been really disciplined. We work with our suppliers and driving costs out of a business, and we find suppliers have been quite good at that. And it's around making sure we invest in the right areas and do it really smartly. And that means we've got to make hard decisions around innovation and investment.
Now, you've passed the milestone of 250,000 units globally, which is incredible. Congratulations, first of all. How are you able to do this and how important was it to hit such a milestone?
For a New Zealand company to hit 250,000 connections is unheard of.
It's
insane. So, we're really proud of it. And the reason we did it for a couple of reasons. One was innovation. We create great technology and that sells itself. But second, we find that in telematics, people have woeful customer service. And so for us, we really want to partner with the customers. We give them great customer service. We can monetize that, which is great for our investors. But it also means that they get a greater level of attention. And so the key driver, innovation and customer service, has driven 250,000 connections. We're looking forward, and we did it in 10 years.
Wow.
Looking for the next 10 years, doubling and tripling that.
Wow. So big things on the horizon.
Absolutely.
Now, what do the next 12 months look like for EROAD?
Sure. So as we mentioned before, there's some good revenue growth that's going to happen. We're also positive around free cash flow, kind of keep generating that, and also new innovation. We're trying to partner more and more. As we sort of see it as the things that we can do that's world-class, there's also world-class partners out there. So partnering is going to happen a lot more, which means we can provide more innovation, more technology to customers without spending too much R&D dollars.
Mark Heine of EROAD, thank you so much for joining us in this episode of From the Helm. I hope you enjoyed the episode as much as we did. If you did, why not subscribe to Bell Direct's YouTube channel?